Welcome everyone to 2021's first session of Flames of the Divine. We've been off for a couple weeks. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas / New Year. And I believe last as we left off, the party did a bit. He signed up for some casting licenses and did a bit of and did a bit of shopping / exploring in the city of Lundrock. Is that correct?
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, CeeLo also went to see her mum.
Oh yes, CeeLo went to see her mother. Had a rather heartfelt conversation with her. And secured a carriage off of her, as well as a horse, I believe. Okay,
Yep.
so and believe last time, where did we leave off last time?
Everyone went shopping, and that was sort of it.
Yeah, but I don't. Okay, yeah, but I don't remember where exactly we went off last time. So
We went
point
to the
is,
antique store.
okay, it was at the antique store.
Yep.
So, well, you're heading out of the antique store. You still, it's about noon, I would say, at this point. And so, what else do you want? What do you want to do now?
Does anyone feel like they need to, well, out of character, does anyone feel like they need to do a bit more shopping, like they've forgotten something that they just realized, or?
Not really.
No. Sheila would just try and study the material that was given to her.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, our characters do have like, the whole test thing in like a couple of days, so yeah. Maybe we'll head back to our little abode for now.
Right. Oh. On your way back, on your way back, like you're passing by people on the street, a guy bumps into Rick. Terribly sorry, Rick. I want you to roll a perception check.
Perception. Ah.
Ooh.
First floor of this year ended.
This guy matches, so you don't notice anything at the time, but a couple blocks later, you happen to check into your pocket, and you find a slip of paper has been slipped into it.
The members don't remember to have this. He opens a piece of paper.
Okay, on the piece of paper, it says this.
Oh.
Yeah, and below that are like very specific direction into the city that lead to just a house in the outer residential districts.
Was at this moment Rick realizes he doesn't have any something anymore. What?
No.
Huh?
No. Like if you check your inventory, you notice that everything is still there.
He meant his mentor.
Oh.
Well, shoot. You guys don't mind if the map hash is going to go study now for that strange stuff that had to be studied?
You mean that magical license test?
The mapper still doesn't get it why he needs to do this.
It's up to you. You are your own man.
Can I roll insight?
You absolutely may. Rick, how hard are you trying to hide this?
I don't hide this.
And yeah, Rudy, you don't think he's going to study.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Rudy will take Silo's dragon off shoulder, I think it was, and just place it on his head and then just walk up to a room and close the door. Good night.
Well, we all do need to do some studying, supposedly.
You guys keep going. I am D&D right now. Okay, continue.
What you missed was Rudy placed Silo's dragon on Rick's head and then immediately went to a room with just like a brief good night and then she closed the door.
Okay, carry on.
Well, I suppose I should.
What have to do with you now? He looks up at Silo's familiar.
Hope just looks back to Rick, and he just has this very confused look in general, too. He makes a perch on your head now.
But I suppose he's now a nesting ground.
Sheila just shrugs.
But he is now pretending to study.
Yeah, you're pretending to study, is what you say.
He's out of character. In character is he studying.
Right. Well, okay then. Do you sneak off?
Yes.
Okay. How hard are you trying to stay hidden from the others?
Very much, it seems.
I mean, you also have a dragon on your head. You also have a dragon on your head.
There is that.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like presumably, if you try and get rid of it, it's just gonna follow you around.
Pretty much. I'm not really bothering with. Rick is not going to bother with it, so he's going with a dragon on his head.
Okay. Very well. Is anyone really paying attention to this? Like, because at this point, like, you just see Rick get up and walk out of the room. If any of you are still up.
Rudy's in a room reading.
Yeah.
Are there any other stores open at this time?
Not really. Like at this point, it's very late.
Oh, all right then. Heaven's sleeping in her room.
Yeah. Like if you wanted, yeah, like if you wanted it to go somewhere earlier, like we can handle that tomorrow. But although if you're sleeping in a room, if you're sleeping in your room, hold that thought because we'll get to that actually.
Okay, but yeah, the reason I said that is because I could have Heaven just go and get some more crossbow bolts.
Oh, absolutely. Like that. Like you could pick those up easily in the outer markets.
Since Scylla knows of the dragon's like range of while it's supposed to be active, she would like stay up when she sees Rick move out and follow.
Are you gonna follow him then?
I will follow him, but I'll be hidden.
Okay. Roll stealth in that case. Okay, Rick, go ahead and roll perception.
And see her passively, but
You do not notice her. Silo is being a ninja right now.
yes.
Okay, so you follow the directions, and they take, they take you through, there's a lot of turning in the city, and okay, Silo, you're able to navigate, basically navigate where he's going just fine, like just from following him. Rick, well, you're still very new to a big city. It's roll survival just to see how lost you are, because like you can follow directions just fine, but just your sense of where you are.
I'm pretty lost.
You're lost, but it leads you to the outer residential districts, like the poorer part of town, basically. And it walks up to what looks like a small a small apartment, and okay, so it leads you, basically the directions lead you right to a small apartment, and you're outside the door now.
Rick is pondering for a moment what he should do. He looks at the note again. Doesn't have anything particular on it, does it? Other than that he should come alone at midnight.
Yeah. What you see on the note is what you get.
So I'm going to do the shulker feed that Wick has, right?
What?
The shulker feed. Since it's dark, he is going to
It's always active, Rick. It's not something you turn on or off.
Yeah. It's just always active. Like right now, since it's dark right now. I probably should have mentioned the lights are on inside.
This is what Rick is going to do.
Yeah.
First off, he votes stealth. Then he knocks on the door and tries to stay hidden to see what's going on.
And eventually, eventually a man comes to. Eventually, a man comes to the door, and he looks looks around for a moment, and I'm gonna roll to see if he spots you. Okay. Just okay. His perception is pretty decent, so let's see how this goes. Okay, so it's a red. It is a redhead. Yeah, so he looks around. He doesn't seem to notice you. It's a redheaded. It's a redheaded man in what looks like a large cloak.
Cloaked redheaded man.
Yeah, he's got a hood that's just hanging down, not over his head right now. Just
I'm
human.
doing. Can I do an insight check? If I
Well, what exactly are you trying to read from him?
insight and no, what it's called? What do you do if you try to realize what he is from, or
Well, I mean, what he is? What?
I mean, if I know if he is from a druid or
You.
something else?
There's no way. You want to know what faction he belongs to?
Yes.
There's no real way for you to tell that. Tell you what, roll an intelligence check. Actually, might be a way. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check real fast. Nope.
Dang it.
Yeah. You would have needed a 15 for that. I'm sorry.
I know.
But yeah, like
So,
this guy seems like a guy in a cloak to you.
yes. But Rick is cautious. He holds a flintlock pistol ready and speaks out from the shadows. Are you the one who put the mysterious note into the inside pocket of the map hash?
You seem like jumping. Whoa, huh? Impressive, Mr. Rick. An associate of mine was, yes. If you would you like to come in?
Rick supposes there's no threat, so he puts the pistol away again, then steps out of the shadows to join the person.
Hello.
Inside.
Yes. Hello. I've been hoping to find you for quite some time. And come on in. If you would come on in, have a seat. Hold on. What are you?
I'm just switching senses so I can listen in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just want to point that out.
Yeah. So, by the way, how far are you? Oh, by the way, real quick, how far away are you right now, or like how close are you staying to Rick?
I'll be roughly 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And okay. In that case, yes, come in. Hello. I believe introductions are in order. My name is Strachan.
I can. Is Rick supposed to know you or someone of your
I doubt it. I'm here on behalf of some acquaintances of mine. But go ahead and. But now that you're hearing this guy talk, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll. Roll insight real fast. Oh, this guy. Oh, that voice sounds very familiar to you, but you can't quite place it. Now, myself and my associates were doing some business with your old master, Miss Evadne, I believe her name was, a nymph who took up artifice. Quite unusual.
And
Her unfortunate demise a few years ago. We were in the middle of, as it happens, we were in the middle of some business dealings with her. We were hoping to buy and to purchase one of her newest inventions, and then, sadly, her work. Sadly, she was killed in the explosion, and her workshop was destroyed, as you know. We've actually been trying to find you for some time to see if you might be able to aid us any further. Now, roll insight again. This is not going to be a hard one.
Okay.
Ooh. Unfortunately, with that one, unfortunately,
yeah,
unfortunately, you were probably the farthest away from this guy at the time. and so it's not so. It's going to be a little bit difficult for you, more difficult for you than it would be for the others. But actually, Silo, you go ahead and roll insight real fast.
Do I
See if you
roll?
remember.
Do I roll my familiar stats or?
You're looking and listening in through your familiar right now.
Yep. So that
Okay,
will
so
be
you're-
also familiar then.
Yeah. No, but you're listening in through your familiar right now.
Yeah.
No, like this is something you might or might not recognize. So use your own stats.
Oh, okay. And this is insight.
Yeah, and the DC is going to be lower just enough, actually, because you were right up close and personal with him. This is the same assassin that went directly after Rudy on the road.
Oh,
Cultist ambush.
interesting.
Rick, you have not put this together yet.
No, I was out of character.
Yeah, because like you're the least likely to recognize him because you were all the way over on that rock at the time. Unfortunately.
I know. Anyway,
Yeah, but so I was wondering, like, if you had any of her notes left, any of her research material, I would be willing, and I would be willing to pay you quite handsomely for them.
Rick pinches the bridge of his nose. I'm sorry. The Mapash is sorry, but after that explosion, he went. The Mapash went on exile.
Oh,
So
well, did she give you nothing?
nothing at all.
Out of character, is this true?
Actually, she gave him an eared scroll case.
Okay, yeah, just checking. Go ahead and roll deception for me in that case. Okay, not bad. We'll let's see how he does. I mean, his insight's not super high, so that might be enough. Oh, sorry to say. Actually, no, that's cocked. One moment. I'm quite sorry to hear. I'm quite sorry to hear that. If you do remember, if you do remember anything, and by all means, feel free to contact me again.
I'm sorry.
Do you have some kind of contact form or business card in case you want me to the Mapash to contact you again?
Leave a note and come back to this location. Just merely come back to this location, leave a note under the door, and then I will be there. I will be there a day later.
So I was gonna look around the room. Does she see any other people?
No. Actually, roll perception.
Okay. I got this, and this is perception 12.
And no. Unfortunately, the room looks quite sparse from what you can see. You're like, you get the sense that and that like he doesn't actually live here or anything. Like he just uses possibly he just uses this place for like secret meetings and stuff. Like there's a few chairs and a table, and that's about it.
Okay. This is gonna be difficult.
Okay. Do you want to do something else, Cleo, or can I speak up now?
You were talking to Strachan?
Yeah.
What might that be?
Still, the Mapash is surprised that you found him after so long.
Well, we have been looking for some time. Am I actually? and we actually I hired some investigate. We actually hired a rather skilled investigator to search for one by your description. I admit it took actually quite a bit long. It took quite a bit longer than we had anticipated. I will admit. Some of us were starting to believe you may have just died in the explosion.
My budget is this way. Anyway, I should be returning to where I was before. Before my companions might get alarmed that I'm not there.
And of course, it's good days, sir. And let me just let me just actually let me just check something real quick. Okay, go ahead and roll another deception check real quick, because it's you are just continuously hiding stuff from him at this point, right?
Good luck.
Yeah. And okay, you're a pretty good liar, as it turns out. But there's one more thing. Where is it? Bear with me while I find it. I didn't think I need the sheet open.
Take your time.
This. Nope. Very well. Good day, my good sir. Good night, as it should happen.
Good night.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, now, so you head out?
Yes.
All right, then. Roll perception real quick.
Nah, not in the mood to find her.
Well, yeah, well, Silo. If you would also roll perception, please.
Oh Uh-oh.
Through your pseudo dragon, I think, because they would probably be much more able to see it. Oh yeah, you spot this. It's as you head out. Like, it's actually not. Yeah, like as Rick heads out, like, you're not sure how he's missing this, but something big and spiky is sort of pulling him through the shadows. Like, Rick doesn't seem to know. Rick, you don't notice this at all. Silo, Rick is followed.
Okay, Silo's gonna swap out of her senses for a moment. And seeing that is a big spiky thing, do I get a better view of what it is before I do that?
Does the pseudo dragon have dark vision?
Yes. Well, actually, yeah, blind sight too.
Okay, yet. Okay,
dark vision and blind sight.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, like, it looks like a very large man. You're not. Roll intelligence to see if you even know what this thing is, because you won't necessarily even know what it is.
Fair enough. 14.
As it happens, you do know what it is. is Rick is being followed by one of these things.
Oh my lord.
Hold on. You don't need to see the combat stuff.
Got it. It's
Yeah,
that big.
It's about 8 feet tall. You're like, it's not a particularly stealthy thing. You're honestly not sure how Rick is missing this.
Okay. I don't have a lot of options here, but I'm gonna try something then. Scylla will then finally make a move as she tries to lightning lure away from the beast away from Rick.
Okay, this is through your familiar, I'm guessing, or
No. Cannot do familiar. So Scylla will get out of her senses and actually do this.
okay. So like at this point, like you're I assume you're getting a lot closer to them at this point. Then
Yes.
okay. And okay, let me hold on. Let me. Hey. Okay, I guess you'd be here-ish then. Let me just call some stuff up.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but that's pretty dangerous. That's something I would do, though.
Yeah.
Danger, danger.
Okay. Okay, so to the map. I honestly thought you guys were gonna get away without a fight, but but then, well, actually, so Silo, go ahead and roll stealth.
Yep.
I honestly thought you were gonna go get away without a fight. But then and Silo decided to attack the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, like so, Silo.
Yeah.
You accidentally you step on a street cat and it meows really loud.
God dang it!
The big boy notices you. I'm gonna ask, but Rick, you also hear this as well, and now you turn back and you see everything.
You gotta be kidding my bush right now.
You don't see Silo because she's around a corner.
Yeah, but I see this big thing.
Yeah, it's a big thing. You're not sure what it is, but it's actually no. You do know what it is because there's a lot of it. There's quite a few of them in the Vitus swamps where you grew up. That's a Tanarok.
All places.
Yeah, they're big, angry demon orcs. So, I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Can I get my familiar near Rick?
Your familiar is wherever you want it to be right now.
Okay, well, it's gonna be near Rick. That's where it was.
Okay, I should probably drag it out then.
Yep.
I just realized it wasn't there. Okay, can you grab it right now?
I can.
Okay, good. It's actually working now.
Okay, let me do initiative.
You don't need to, Alex. It's just clear on me.
Okay, sorry. I thought that meant everyone.
Okay.
I don't know why,
Rick,
but
go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll again.
it takes
Okay, we'll put it at the first one.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Time for him to roll initiative as well. Oh, you rolled quite well, as it turns out.
Ugh. I should have done Armor of Athletes first.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, Rick, you are up first. What are you going to do?
Since this is a tenor work, and Rick knows what they are, he's not going to waste any time. First of all, Hunter's Mark. As a bonus action, wait,
You absolutely can.
and then longbow attack.
Good luck. Try not to die.
Yeah, no.
That just hits him. Yeah, you just managed to hit him.
Pretty good. Even.
Yeah. Yeah, that actually hits him decently hard. No, it like slams into his chest. It's like. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and slap a Hunter's Mark insignia on him real quick.
Just to, yeah.
Wait,
Wait.
no,
He's dead.
not that. He
I was
has.
about to say.
He had no like. He's not. His hit points aren't unlimited, but he has more than 15.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. So.
pretty sure that's from a caster.
Right. So.
Come at me.
Silo. He doesn't actually know you're hostile at the moment because you haven't actually done anything to attack him. So he's gonna go for his objective.
Right.
Yeah. So, actually. Okay, yeah, he can easily get up to you. Okay, and it's gonna, and he pulls out a big old greatsword, and he sort of kind of swings it for you, aims at you with the pommel. Like you can tell he's going for non-lethal.
I can tell it.
I'm afraid that hits. So let's
How much
see
is
how
that?
he. Yeah, right. Yeah. Take out some dice. Yeah. These two will do them. Yeah, sorry, please bear with me. Yeah, so that'll be. Okay, so that'll be 12 points of damage. That's actually a pretty meaty hit on you. Like, he bonks you on the head with the pommel of his sword. And he's not going to use his bite attack because he doesn't want to actually injure you.
Just concussions.
Yeah. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, and so with that is going to be his turn. Tilo, it is now your turn.
Okay, so I know this is not the best idea, but I'm gonna YOLO and just do this actually.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, let's
what
check
can-
our
what
Arcana.
Okay, what can? Okay, yeah, go ahead and go ahead. Roll.
Ah, it failed.
Oh,
Okay.
God dang it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna be switching that level right now. Alrighty, that'll be my turn.
Okay. So
Your familiars.
Yeah.
not quite actually. Rick, go ahead and make a perception check real quick.
Give me a moment.
You hear a door opening in the street.
Oh.
It-
Which direction,
as-
if I may ask?
To the south.
Okay.
Yeah, so. You see two goblins move in on the other end.
Yes. I can see that.
Yeah. It looks like you're getting mugged, buddy.
Yes.
Yeah, so,
That's not good.
and that's honestly all they can do at this point. And yeah, so it is now Hope's turn. Hope, what are you gonna do?
Hope's gonna make a sting attack.
What?
Hope is gonna make a sting attack.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a 22 hit.
That hits.
Okay. Gonna make a DC Constitution 13.
Okay, Constitution is quite high, but you might roll low. And unfortunately, he does not roll low, I'm afraid.
Alright, well,
But-
he is.
Still does take the damage, so
Okay.
that ain't nothing. Yeah, like,
Oh yeah, I forgot to Sam account.
okay, Rick, are you gonna stand and fight, or are you gonna run?
Well, at this point in time, Wake grabs the Pseudo Dragon, disengages from the Tarek, and books it.
Okay, books it where exactly?
Twelly, since you asked.
And well done. Okay, so okay, so
I assume I end up here after disengaging.
that'll
of
just
course?
that 20 feet. These are 2-story houses, so 20 feet will get you near the top. Yeah, so
Pseudo Dragon,
like-
of course.
yeah, so you're not quite to the top yet, but like yeah, the Tanrock looks around like like it looks outraged right now.
Wake is not pleased.
Yeah.
And he also mumbles, poor souls who are going to fall into this muggery.
Yeah, so so it is now the Tanrock's turn. It's gonna try and climb after you. Like, so it puts its sword in its teeth and starts. Well, actually, I'm gonna make it roll a wisdom check to see if it's smart enough to stay on target at this point. Yeah, it is. So it puts its large greatsword in between its teeth and climbs after you. I'm gonna have it. It doesn't have a climb speed, so it needs to make an athletics check to do this. Oh yeah, like I like it can't climb quite as fast as you, but he's closing in on you. Like you are just out of reach of him right now. Okay, so Silo. Next.
So let's gonna pull out our light crossbow and fire at the orc.
Okay. Go ahead and shoot. You hit. Like,
Oh, ignore the necrotic. I'm not sure what's coming out. Let me check.
oh,
That's Hunter's Mark.
Yeah,
Never
it's
mind.
the code. I mean, you can add the Hunter's code on if you want.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was there. I haven't played this in a while.
Yeah, none of us have. Okay, so damn, you're actually whittling down his health quite well, more than I thought you would, honestly.
And then I'm
Right.
gonna keep a bit of a distance and go this way.
And okay, probably a wise choice. But actually, since you hit him, I'm gonna have him roll another athletics check just to see if he keeps his grip, because he did just get shot while climbing a building. Okay, yeah, no, he's rolling really well tonight.
Oh damn.
Mm.
It's like he's rolled 3 19s out of 5 rolls,
Mm.
unfortunately. But anyway, so so next is well the two goblins, and they're like what? And they start trying to climb the building, and like they like run up and like they also start trying to climb the building, because this was not part of the plan for any one of them. They're not familiar enough with humble folk to know what they're capable of. And their athletics are not bad, so they might do okay. Wow. Okay, yeah, they do. They actually climb at about the same at the same rate. Like, that guys are rolling really well tonight.
Jesus.
Well, I guess it balances out the fact that Stracking kind of rolled like shit. Okay, Hope. What's Hope doing? What's Hope doing now?
Hope's gonna fly while the orc is trying to climb and sting him.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
A 21 hits. I will go ahead and roll that.
13. Constitution.
No, it's just 5.
It's just 5 damage? Okay.
Yeah, but okay. So, if this goes on long enough, you might actually kill it. That was the last thing I was expecting.
Never know.
Wait, hold. Oh, I'm so sorry. He just makes the save.
He makes a 13? Damn. Okay.
Yeah, he has a +5 to con, and he rolled an 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna.
Yeah, pretty much, Talos.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but still, 5 damage is 5 damage.
Yep.
Rick, what are you doing now?
Still disengaged, but instead of
No,
climbing
you don't
up-
have to disengage. He's 10 feet away from you right now.
I know. I'm just saying. But instead of climbing upwards, I'm climbing vertically.
He's
Oh,
staying on the wall.
Okay. No. He's okay. And are you gonna dash? So, will you dash now? So, that's still just your movements.
Oh, right, I can dash.
Yeah, you can.
Also been using Hope wrong too, damn.
Yeah, and I mean, if you can get one, if you free one hand, you can just shoot him, or I guess you just want to dash.
Pretty much, I'm above clear at this point.
Okay,
about
so
noticing that she's underneath me.
yeah, I mean, like honestly, like you could pretty easily also just get up on top of the roof with that movement.
Ooh,
Yeah, so
there I am.
yeah, so Silo, at this point, like Rick just pokes his head over the roof and says hello.
By the way, before he noticed that Zillow is there, try to catch me now, suckers!
Okay. Well, on that note, it's the Tannerok's turn.
I know.
And he's like, and he uses the last half of his movement to get like he uses basically the rest of his movement action to get up onto the roof, and then he can dash it. He has ability that he lets him dash as a bonus action as long as it's toward an enemy. But he just can't. You are just out of reach of him right now.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
You would not. Hope would.
Hope.
That's what I meant, yeah. Alrighty.
Okay. He's stinging.
It's working!
You hit. I can't believe you're doing this well against it. This would be a boss character for the entire party. Guys, he failed the saving throw.
By how much?
3 + 5, he got an 8.
Okay. 8.
99.
That's 5, he's passed out.
Okay, so he's standing on a here's what's happening. He's standing on this slanted part of the roof, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he just as keels over and just falls and just slides off and thumps 30 feet to the ground.
Doesn't he
So,
take damage
The
from
impact
that?
will wake. Unfortunately, the impact will wake him up, but he does take 3d6 falling damage.
Goodbye.
Let me find another d6. God. I honestly thought you guys would. I honestly thought I'd like if it came to this, you'd whittle you down to just one. I never imagined you'd do so well. There's the other d6. That is not a d6. Bah. I need to get a bigger bag.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, so 3d6.
I won't.
Okay, Okay, so yeah, like he lands on the ground hard.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, like it, like So yeah, he is now prone on the ground. Silo, it is now your turn.
Neat.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna peek out a little bit so I can see him fully and cast Hold Dead.
Oh, attack! His wisdom's not good, so this could hurt him.
DC 13.
Unfortunately, he got it. He rolled a 15, which translates to a 14. I'm afraid.
Damn, so close. Alright.
Yeah.
Pretty close indeed.
Alright, Dad. I will move away 30 feet now.
Wise decision. Yeah, even if you can. Yeah, honestly, even if you don't kill him, you've kind of humiliated him at this point.
We win the high ground already.
Yeah, so the so the two goblins get to the top of the roof, and like, and then they see what's going on, like, and then like they say, like, oh, for a moment, and then they just draw their clubs and start running at you. So now, Hope, she's up.
Okay, so I remember how I actually I just remember how I'm supposed to play Hope. It was supposed to be Solo's bonus action to use his attacks. So I'm going to move him. Yeah, I'm going to move him flying over here, and I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. All right.
Wait,
That's not the wise decision, because at this point the Tanaruk's really mad at Hope. And yeah, so like, and then these two goblins over here, they're just like, waving around spiked clubs. Okay, Rick, you're up.
It's a question. Since Hope was in this spot, didn't she got an opportunity attack?
She was closer to the wall, but
Yeah, Hope was a few feet down. They weren't in combat range.
Oh. Is Hope now in the near range of Rick?
Of this guy? Yeah. 5 feet.
Yeah. Rick is going to say, little buddy, let's get the hell out of here.
Hope is about midway up the building right now.
Oh, he's not 5 feet at this guy. He is flying a lot.
Yeah, like Hope's flying.
Okay. Oh, Rick, you're on top of the building. I'm next to this guy.
Rick's on top of the building. Rick's on top of the building. Hope is about out level with, like... Hope is basically on level with the second floor of the building right now.
Rick is telling the Cider Dragon, little buddy, let's book the hell out of here.
Okay, you're gonna keep running then?
Yes, I'm gonna dash the hell away.
Okay.
Pretty much out of the card.
Okay, so you just leaping along the rooftops then?
Yeah.
Okay, roll acrobatics just to see how stylish it is.
I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to. Nah, not really Assassin's Creed style.
Yeah, okay, like, it's nothing they'd make a movie out of, but it gets the job done. Like,
yeah.
It's a amateur Assassin's Creed, let me put it that way.
Amateur parkouring. Rick is just booking it.
Okay, so okay, so now the Tanaruk gets up, and he sees the little fairy dragon, and he's gonna like just and he's gonna just like jump up and swing with his sword. Because he does not like this little fairy dragon right now, but he does swing with disadvantage because as Hope took the dodge action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is... Okay, one moment. 18... Okay, that's an 18 to hit.
Does hit.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I know he had disadvantage, but he's got a high... but he's got a high bonus to hit.
Yeah.
Plus 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be 8 points of damage.
Hope is gone.
Yeah, so like his greatsword just whacks Hope, and he just disappears. And the little dragon and Babby just disappears with a puff of smoke. Oh, by the way, Rick, you did take a big hit before, so before I forget, roll concentration on your hunter's mark.
Oh, right. My bad.
Yeah, I believe you 12 before, so you'll just have to get 10. So, okay, yeah, it's still up if you want it to still be up.
Well, it's Leo's turn now, isn't it?
Well, you can dismiss it next turn if you choose, okay? Okay, and on that note, it is Stilo's turn.
Yeah, after seeing Hope just got annihilated, Scylla just books it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Hope just disappeared in a puff of magic. So yeah. So you just book it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna book it.
Okay. So. So the goblins. Okay, I think we're outside of initiative at this point. Then the goblins and the Tanrock will both continue to give chase, but we'll cut back to that in a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Dream, we're at you're asleep in your bed right now, right? Heaven is.
Dream.
Dream.
You muted.
Yeah, sorry. My folks just came inside. So what's the matter?
You are currently just sleeping in your bed, right?
Yes.
Hey, well, you are dreaming. And the and you see your home city, Rosa Potianas, a shining golden city in the desert. You've got it. You're soaring above it. It's all beautiful, bustling and shiny. Like all magnificent. Smash cuts to a view of night, and the whole city is on fire. Purple flames billow out of every window.
Heaven searches for
Yeah,
three places.
Yeah, and you don't. Yeah, as you sort of move through the city, you don't know you're dreaming at that point. To you right now, you're just running through the burning city. As you're as you're running through the burning city, there's not actually any people there. It seems just completely deserted to you.
Do I see anything else?
Well, whenever you should happen to look up, you see a figure floating above the whole, floating in the sky above the whole thing.
Can I identify this person?
Roll. I mean, out of character, you could probably identify her pretty easily. In character, go ahead, roll a religion and check. Yeah, you know of her. She's she's not anybody important. You don't, and really, kind of just the usurper. The usurper, is just hovering over the city, just watching, and locks eyes with you.
Heaven snarls.
Rage-
Heaven snarls and yells, "You bitch!" and casts a spell at Verna.
Do you even have any spell? Do you even have? Oh wait, you know Shatter, right?
I not. Yeah, I have Shatter.
Okay, so you can, yeah, so yeah, you shatter around her, and it doesn't appear to do a thing to her. She just she just locks eyes with you, raises a hand, and the whole world just goes white, and you wake up in a cold sweat. So shifting back to Silo, and Rook. I mean Rick, not Rook. Sorry, wrong campaign. And so, Silo and Rick, you're both still running. The goblins and the Tanarok are both still chasing you. You've put a bit of distance in between you, but it's still on your trail. Because like right now you weren't making any effort to be quiet. Like you're just booking it. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Actually, still will try to make much of a scene as
wait, you're trying to make as much noise as possible?
Yes.
Interesting strategy. I see where you're going with it. This is one of the more sparse. This is one of the more sparse areas of the city, though. So I'm gonna have to go. Patrol routes are a bit lighter. Rick, we are back to you. The muggers are still chasing you in Silo. And Silo, I believe, is trying to attract attention of some of the guards. I'm going to have to ask you to roll a performance check, just to see if you can actually just to see how loud you can be very loud.
It was at this point that Rick knows Silo was around.
Yeah, yeah, so no, Heaven does not hear her. They are nowhere near you guys right now. They're like halfway across the city. So some guards hear it. So some guards do hear it, and then and a couple come after about 30 seconds, a couple come rushing up. Wait, what's all this noise? What's going on? Like there's a centaur, and one's a centaur and one's a human.
We're being chased.
Let's hold on. Okay, I'm gonna roll something for the Tanarok really quick. By what? What's going on? The guards supposed to just they're aiming their spears behind you, just at whatever might be chasing you.
It was like a giant monster orc. I've seen it before. I think it's a Tanarok. And then there was more goblins behind us. They were chasing us.
Okay. Okay. As you look back, you see no sign of the Tanarok. Well, actually, go ahead and roll perception. I have the guards do it as well.
Okay.
Okay. 18, 12, and where's the guard stats?
Just for the fun of it.
Oh, by the way, you don't have to persuade them at all. You don't have to persuade them at all because by the way, because they can clearly see that Rick has been injured. At this point, Rick will have descended to the street level.
Yes.
No, well, ultimately, because it was a noble, but.
Oh yeah, but they don't know who you were on the spot.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's a reason people will carry around identification. Let's see. Okay, so the Tanarok appears to have disappeared. Seems to have disappeared from view. Only Rick can just make it out, just turning around. Just turns around and retreats back into the shadows of the alleyways before you can even really point him out. The goblins, on the other hand, and they're wide open. One of the guards also sees them. The other one doesn't only look at him because he's looking at you guys, taking your report. The guards look like, hey, you two, stop! You're under arrest. And the goblin's like, and like they just like sort of like bolt away. Hey, so like, yeah, so like, yeah, the centaur like tears off after them.
Can I interrupt?
So the centaur tears off after them, and well, like the human and guard, like, okay, both of you come with us. Yes, Rudy?
Can I just interrupt that with something?
Yeah.
Rudy doesn't sleep, so Rudy's just gonna casually open the window and lean out, and I want to cast Hold Person on one of the goblins.
They're nowhere near you right now.
That's why I asked if I could interrupt.
No, I mean, like they're still halfway across the city.
Okay, I thought this was right outside the inn.
Yeah, no, they're not near you right now. They're not near the inn.
Okay.
Like,
Continue.
you're still in the Acropolis. Like the goblins would never have been able to get in there.
All right, continue. I just wanted to ask that because it would have been
Had
a good moment.
it had been possible, it would have been a very clever move on your part. I'm sorry.
Anyway, continue. I will mute myself again.
Yeah.
Don't you want to help your centaur friend? Because there's definitely a
No.
turret.
No, obviously he's not going. No, he's not going to. No, he's just going to see where they're going. And I need you both to come back with me to the guard station. So, and where we can give a testimony, and I can send him reinforcements. He's not dumb enough to take on an entire criminal gang or whatever this is on his own. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh, so it looks a bit like fine. Yeah, because she knows the law as well.
Yeah. Like, well, yeah. The law is those three are going to jail if the guards can catch them.
Right.
So
Blake is definitely not used to the city life.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had such a. I hope this does not color your impressions of the city life going forward.
It's okay, Rick. Let's just go to the station real quick.
Yeah. So,
That was actually out of character, sorry.
yeah. Oh well. Either way, so he ferries you off to the nearest guard post, and like they talk. Where like, Captain Cleon, sir. Yes. What is it? What? So what was that noise? These two, they were being chased by at least two goblins, and they claimed something larger.
A Tarok. A Tanarok.
Okay, so this is Captain Cleon, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like he looks like
Spot.
like he looks like Rick. You don't know humanoids that well to really judge what he's like. Silo, he carries himself like he's been in the military most of his life.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna roll intelligence for him to see if he knows what a Tanaruk is. I don't know what that is, but I assume it's. I don't know what that is, but I assume it's bad. Where's the corporal? He went off after them, and the suspects escaped. Right. Put two more squads together. And get after them. Okay, so you and the officer who brought you here like goes off to get that done, and Cleon walks over to you two. All right, you two. What precisely are you? Happened?
Well, you see, officer, if I may, and I was following my friend, the Match Patch, over down to the alleyway, heading back to the Acropolis. That's where we're staying right now.
Right.
And well, I saw I'm a magic user, if I may ask. I'm not trying to pride myself high right now, but my familiar, which I was practicing on, sensed one of that we were being followed, and it was in fact a giant ogre or some kind.
Huh. Uh, he actually calls over sort of like a sketch artist, just like and just basically asks you to sort of like a sort of like give a description to it's like the sketch artist thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that.
Okay, so roll a quick persuasion check just to see how well you describe it to him.
You know,
Just to see how good, just to see how good of a likeness. Rick, I was gonna say Rick could take the help action, but he didn't really need to. You describe it very well, and and the sketch artist gets a very good likeness.
I was gonna add a mustache to the end. Can I add a mustache to the end?
He's gonna roll insight on that.
because
He rolled a nat
Because-
20.
Ah, damn.
So he looks at you like he doesn't really believe that last part, but he shrugs. He's like, whatever.
Rick is just shaking his head.
Yeah. So, all right. I'll get this one up on and I believe he had two accomplices. I believe this thing. He lets it. He's like, ugh. Like this thing. It had two accomplices as well. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. Yes. My men gave me a description of them. A couple of goblins. Huh. Odd. Haven't seen a lot of goblin activity around this city lately. Well, anyway, so you give a description of the goblins as well. Like, give a persuasion to see how good those are, just collectively. I'm making it separate because your experience with them wasn't quite as up close and personal. They never got close to you.
What was
That
the
doesn't
help
matter. You
action?
described them perfectly.
Oh.
You guys have been rolling really well tonight.
I don't need to help.
Yeah. Well, you're not the social person. This is what CeeLo is for.
No.
Okay, so all right, so is there any indication as to why they attacked you? Is this like was this a simple mugging or what?
The Mapache doesn't know. All the Mapache noticed is that they used blunt force instead of their weapons.
So they wanted to take. So they were concerned about leaving you alive. Interesting.
In the end, I think it might be a kidnapping attempt, but that's speculating too far.
Well, you say they specifically targeted you, Mr. Rick.
Apparently so.
Do you have any idea what? Do you have any idea why they did so?
Not at all, sir.
And are you being entirely truthful when you say that? Like, does Rick have any ideas?
Rick might have an idea.
He's gonna roll a quick insight on that then.
Actually, can I roll a deception while I did?
Go ahead. Okay, yeah, I see. Well, like, he seems to buy it. Like, oh, I see.
Feel free to roll an insight too if you want.
You mean still? Well, yeah, he just
Yeah.
did. And,
Philo. You don't buy it. You also buy it.
yeah. Of course, Silo heard things that the captain didn't.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just in character right
I like-
now. Is it?
Yeah, Silo doesn't really need to because she's probably made the connection.
I know.
Yeah, but yeah. So are you? And so are you both? So are you both hurt? So do you both need any medical attention? I noticing, I know he got at least one good hit on you.
If it doesn't mean that I need to do a favor in return, then nah. Sorry, I'm a little bit. I lost the trace right now. The mappers would like to have something against the headache.
Of course, and he sort of snaps his snaps his fingers, and another guard with a red band around her arm, he just goes into another room and comes back just with an ice pack.
Thank you. And he applies the ice pack on his head.
All right. Would you two like a guard or two just to escort you back to wherever you're staying?
How far are we from the Acropolis?
You are dashing pretty much directly towards the inner districts, so at this point you're a 5-minute walk.
You better be safe and sorry, right, Rick? Or you want to do it alone?
Some of us thinks it's better that we have a guard after experience that. Still, can't believe that a Tanarok was in here.
That is pretty crazy. Yeah, we would still like a guard, though, near the end of this.
That? Seems he had to AFK for a moment.
Oh.
Wick looks over to Cleo and looks a little bit sad. Wick is sorry about your familiar. Can he do something to repay for his disappearance?
No need to apologize, Rick. He'll come back soon.
Still, he feels a little bit sad about letting him die.
He did what he needed to do, and that was making sure you got out. And that was making sure you got out okay. Just see it
I
like
can't
that.
believe that it turned out like this. Of course, he's not saying what he said. What Cleo knows already, because they're still with the guards after all.
Oh, we're almost there.
No idea what the bookworm will say about this misadventure of ours.
So are we heading back fully?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just we wait on Wedward if he says if we get a guard with on the
two guards escort you. Two guards escort you back. One of them chats. One of them looks like he didn't want to pull the night shift and he'd rather be just in bed sleeping. The other one is a bit more friendly. She chats you up.
Whew. It's been a long night, though. Thank you for helping us.
No problem. Take care, both of you.
Will do. Thank you.
mapper bids you a pleasant night.
To you as well. And then she just like sort of like elbow. He just like sort of elbows the other guy, like, have a safe night, miss citizen.
Thank you. And you do the same. Ed and Scylla would graciously head up into the rooms.
Like is pretty much coming with her inside.
Yeah. Okay, so Heaven, Evan, are you like, Evan, are you, and are you? Have you gone back to sleep by this point? Would you say?
Mute again.
I think
Dream, we can't hear you.
I'm not saying anything.
We
Oh.
asked you a question though.
What was the
Would
question?
Heaven have gone back to bed by this point?
Most likely she is trying to get back to sleep after splashing some water on her face after having that nightmare.
Well then, okay then. I'm guessing Talos is just sleeping like a rock at this point.
Yeah, probably after like late night studying alongside Rudy. Like he's the first one to conk out.
Yeah. Plus, this is a much comfier bed than you're used to sleeping in.
It's usually
Yeah, so-
stiff rocks and itchy blankets.
Yeah. So, okay. So Rudy and possibly Heaven are awake when CeeLo and Rick come back.
We're back.
Oh, well, that answers my question. I forgot to unmute my mic. You see Rudy's door slowly creak open, and two annoyed eyes glance out to the group. Glance out towards you two.
Kevin peers out from her own room. Her hair is down and disheveled, her face covered in water, and her eyes are like baggy and bloodshot. She just looks like crap.
yeah,
It is. By the way, it is roughly 2 a.m. at this point.
Wick points it out to what's Aaron. Have you
Evan?
yeah. Have you slept? Have you had a nightmare? Cause you looked like you had one.
Heaven doesn't say anything, but just says, I don't, at first, but then she says, I don't know what you did, but get some sleep. She then goes back into her room and goes back to bed.
So, Rudy steps out from her room, walks over to the two of them. She picks up the pseudo-dragon, walks back into her room, and closes the door.
As its pseudo dragon isn't anymore.
Pseudo Dragon's dead.
Oh, I didn't catch that bit. I must have been on the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like the Tanarok got really angry about being by the pseudo dragon.
That's fine. I
so,
didn't realize because I was, dealing with some troubles.
I
Let
understand,
me-
but yeah,
Let me.
Tanarok got angry, killed the pseudo dragon.
Okay, let me change what Rudy does. Rudy will simply say, "Where's the dragon?"
We're gonna need to have a talk, Rudy.
It's dead. You're not. Very well. That is a satisfactory outcome. And she just closes the door.
What?
Very well.
Rick only gives out a confused what?
It's fine. I guess I can wait no more. All right, Rick. Try and rest up your injury.
Hmm. Rick will do that now.
Okay, so is there anything else anyone wants to do tonight?
I'm gonna cast Find Familiar.
Okay, so so Hope come back. It looks a little bit freaked out.
Did you forget the gold cost?
I have enough.
Yeah, like Hope
Okay.
bought like components, like enough components for multiple rituals when she bought components.
Alright.
Yeah.
Continue. Just wanted to check that.
So like Hope looks like a little bit freaked out. Like it's sort of like pause itself, pause at itself of like where where it got chopped in half.
It's gonna be okay. You're here. You're here.
It's like like it sort of like it snuggles up to you, like it's shaking a bit.
It's okay. You did good. Let's get some rest if we can.
Okay. And as you go to sleep, and with that rather harrowing night behind you, I think that is a good place to end this session.
Alrighty.
This session was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have been
didn't
planning. I
Sorry.
have been planning both of those moments. I've been planning both the mugging and the nightmare literally since the start of the campaign.
I'm glad
Fair
to
enough.
see Heaven and Rick and everyone got some limelight.
Yeah.
I'm very curious as to why Heaven was dreaming about Vienna and the sacking of her city.
Oh, I have plans for you. I was so happy when you. I was so. I shouldn't say that would be spoilers.
To be
Yeah.
honest, I completely forgot I had second level. I had chatter.
Yeah. To be fair, you hadn't had a chance to use them. Oh wait, no, yeah, you had the road ambush. You have no excuse. You filthy. Kidding.
We've had a long break. Everyone would forget their spells after that.
I forgot about it.
I even forgot what.
Yeah.
that tells
Don't worry. It's if it makes you feel better, your second level spells wouldn't do a thing to a god anyway.
Relax, guys. It's the
Anywho.
first time after 2 weeks of not playing D&D, so we're a little bit rusty after all.
Anyway.
I mean, for rusty people, you sure as hell held your own against that Tanaruk.
Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Later.
See ya.
Yeah, so